Smithers discovered that radiation had caused Homer to become sterile, and his sperm were much weaker than those of a normal person. Fearing that Homer might sue the nuclear power plant, Burns brought in 6 lawyers to find a solution. At home, Bart was playing sofa pole vaulting and accidentally crushed the family's old couch. Homer was devastated. He had many fond memories with that sofa and felt he couldn't live without it. Burns gave Homer a $2,000 check, but only on the condition that he sign an agreement. Burns deceived him by claiming it was prize money for an outstanding achievement award and even held an award ceremony for him. Homer immediately took the money to try out new sofas. He set his sights on a vibrating chair. Sitting in it felt like entering a fairyland, providing complete relief for the fatigue in his spine and lower back.
I'll take it!
The chair cost exactly $2,000, but Marge wouldn't let Homer be so extravagant. Homer had to obey, but he insisted on enjoying it one last time first. Homer has a multi-millionaire brother named Herb. Previously, Herb had let Homer design a car, which was so bizarre that it bankrupted him and turned him into a homeless beggar. However, Herb never gave up on his dream of striking it rich again and desperately needed a money-making idea. Just then, he saw a flustered breastfeeding mother and was struck by instant inspiration. Lacking the necessary funds, he happened to see a newspaper report about Homer receiving the $2,000 check and immediately hopped a train to sneak back into Springfield. He accidentally wandered into the Flanders home, where Ned fed him and gave him a suit.
Thanks for the suit. Well, if you ever want to spend the night, Maud and I can sleep on card tables. Bart, Lisa, I'm so glad to see you.
Herb was still furious with Homer and felt like punching him the moment he saw his face. Marge asked how he had been, and he told her he had been sleeping in sewers and eating out of trash cans. Marge then prepared a lavish dinner for him. Herb now planned to rely on Maggie to become wealthy again. He showed Homer his blueprint. He planned to build a baby translator that would measure the pitch, frequency, and intensity of a baby's cry to tell people exactly what the baby wanted. He wanted to borrow the $2,000 to build a prototype, promising to break even within 30 days. Bart suggested that if Homer was going to be cheated by anyone, it might as well be his own brother.
All right, Herb, I'll lend you the $2,000, but you have to forgive me and treat me like a brother. Nope.
Herb immediately began experimenting with Maggie. After many days of research, he finally created the baby translator. Homer thought it was the stupidest invention he had ever seen and couldn't believe Herb had spent $2,000 on it.
Lavish attention on me and entertain me.
Maggie, you talked!
You see? It tells you exactly what's on the baby's mind. I have soiled myself. How embarrassing.
That day happened to be a science and technology fair. Professor Frink demonstrated his invention, a radio-controlled plane that allowed his son to fly through the air.
My wife is going to kill me.
Herb exhibited his baby translator.
I only want to eat candy.
Then that's all you'll get.
This leash demeans us both.
Mothers finally understood their baby's needs and scrambled to buy the device. An investment company ordered 50,000 units on the spot. Herb was about to be rich again. He shouted that he loved America. He paid Homer back the money and prepared gifts for everyone. He gave Lisa a great book on Western civilization with the promise of a new book every month. Herb gave Bart a membership card to the National Rifle Association. Since Maggie had brought him his fortune, he promised to give her anything she wanted.
I want what the dog's eating. I'll get you something nice. Now, Marge?
Marge said she didn't need a gift, but Herb had already bought her a brand new washer and dryer, even selling the old ones for $50. Homer didn't see the vibrating chair he wanted. He remarked that if the gift was just a punch in the face, he'd rather not have it. Herb finally forgave Homer, and the two shared a hug of the century. Just then, the vibrating chair was delivered to the house. Overjoyed, Homer kissed his brother.